Hey y'all, this is Penny on 15 Minutes of Fame, and our show today is about how streaming superstar Cenat turned thousands of negative comments into literal wallpaper, covering an entire mansion with every hateful message he's ever received. So Cenat built a hate wall, like a whole actual wall covered in printed receipts of people roasting his fashion dreams. And honestly, that's either galaxy brain strategy or the world's most expensive therapy session. Look, I've weaponized insults before, but I usually just mentally catalog them for later revenge, not turn them into wallpaper. This guy went full art installation with his emotional damage. But let's back up, because this story starts with Kai absolutely destroying everyone's mental health in January. He posts a video called I Quit. 23 minutes, over 2 million views in a day. His fans are having full meltdowns. This is the same guy who just became the most subscribed streamer in Twitch history during Mafiathon 3. Over 1 million subscribers. LeBron James showing up on his streams. The Twitch CEO himself making appearances. He's literally on top of the streaming world. And then, I quit. Except plot twist, he wasn't quitting. He was launching a clothing brand called Vive, Latin for will live, which is either incredibly poetic or what happens when you ask Google Translate for something that sounds deep. He's taking a hiatus to learn fashion design in Italy. Not the influencer special where you slap your logo on pre-made hoodies and call yourself a designer. Actually learning, sewing, denim production, working from a 600-year-old villa like some kind of Gen Z fashion monk who took a wrong turn on the way to Coachella. The internet had opinions. Shocking, I know. Some fans felt betrayed by the clickbait title. Others were confused why their parasocial bestie was abandoning them for fabric swatches. The comments became a war zone between people calling this authentic creative evolution and people screaming, cash grab. But here's the thing everyone missed while they were busy having feelings about it. Kai filed trademark applications for Vive back in October. He'd been working in Italy since late last year. He even started a secret YouTube channel called Kai's Mind on Christmas Day, posting personal development content that initially got like 300 views because nobody knew it existed. This wasn't a spontaneous quarter-life crisis. This was premeditated.
Building a new product? Temez Labs takes you from napkin sketch to the App Store. Trusted by Fortune 500s for quality, security, and speed. Book your free strategy session at temez.ai.
Then Paris Fashion Week happened, and suddenly, it's getting real. Kai shows up with a journal, and yes, that journal is going to be the Ved's first product, because apparently, we're all supposed to document our feelings now. He's attending the 424 show and Pharrell's Louis Vuitton presentation. Front row at some of the most exclusive fashion events in the world, taking actual notes like he's studying for a final exam and being taken seriously. And then he said something that honestly caught me off guard. He told reporters he started reading daily because I didn't like the way I spoke. I wanted to articulate myself better. I noticed that when I got into arguments and I had to get a point across, people were not taking me seriously at all. Think about that for a second. This guy has over 1 million Twitch subscribers, built entirely on his personality and charisma. And he's admitting he feels insecure about how he communicates. In an industry where talking is literally the job description, he's saying he doesn't feel smart enough. And instead of hiding that very relatable fear of being dismissed, he's working on it publicly. As I am making my venture into clothing, he explained, I feel like when people have to ask me questions about the garments that I end up releasing, I should be able to articulate myself perfectly and explain what is going on and my thought process behind each garment and inspiration. You know, just casually addressing his deep-seated insecurities while launching a fashion empire. Totally normal stuff. He's not just learning to make clothes. He's learning to exist in a world that doesn't typically roll out the welcome mat for Twitch streamers who think they can play fashion designer. Then Future enters the chat. The rapper posts on Instagram during Paris Fashion Week about Kai and Vivette with, "I'm proud of you," all caps. That's not just support. That's a skeleton key to doors that would otherwise stay welded shut for someone from the gaming world. According to reports, Future's endorsement could be the difference between Vivette being dismissed as influencer merch and actually getting respect in fashion circles. But here's where things get messy, and I love mess. The Vivette website is live, but there's nothing to buy except a waitlist for that journal. No clothing, no prices, no timeline. Kai told TMZ he's a beginner who can make a few hoodies and is trying to do denim next, which is either refreshingly honest or a masterclass in selling a concept before you have an actual product. He's showing every stumble, every learning curve. That's the opposite of how celebrity fashion lines work. They hire teams, slap their name on stuff, and pretend they hand-stitched everything themselves while crying artistic tears. Kai is literally saying, "I have no idea what I'm doing yet, but you're gonna watch me figure it out." Which brings us back to that beautiful, unhinged hate wall. While Kai was in Italy having his Eat, Pray, Love fashion awakening, the internet was doing its favorite activity, doubting someone loudly and publicly. And instead of ignoring it or clapping back like a normal person, he printed every nasty comment and turned it into interior design. "Embracing hate, you guys can find ways to weaponize it," he said. "I used to struggle with caring about what people thought, so I got a hate wall of all the hate that I received to motivate me even more, embrace my flaws, and find ways to make amazing things." It's psychological warfare, but make it Pinterest-worthy. Some people called it performative. Others praised it as the exact mental resilience modeling young people need. The reactions are as divided as they were about the whole fashion pivot. But that's the point. Kai is creating conversation. He's staying relevant during a streaming hiatus by documenting a transformation that's equal parts inspiring and completely baffling. He's also been open about watching Naruto for motivation, calling it a prime example of someone who truly believes in chasing your dreams, following your heart, and never giving up. Which honestly tracks. This whole journey has major protagonist energy, assuming the protagonist is having an identity crisis funded by Twitch subscriptions.
Oh, hey, friend. Do you like what you're hearing? Now you can have a ridiculously amazing podcast, too. Check out holler.studio to get yourself one today.
This is the first time I've had a passion for something besides content creation, he said. This is not me sticking my name on a brand and money grabbing. Whether that's true remains to be seen. The proof will be in actual clothes, whenever those materialize. Right now, Vivette exists more as vibes than product. A website with a sign-up form. A journal on waitlist. A streamer learning to sew in Italy. A hate wall in a villa. Future's Instagram post. But here's what nobody's asking. What happens if this actually works? What does it mean for streaming if one of its biggest stars proves there's life beyond going live every day? Kai mentioned burnout, needing space, finding joy in learning something new. If Vivette succeeds, it could change how content creators think about longevity. Or it could end up at Target, like the hate comments predicted. Either way, Cenat is betting on himself in the most public way possible, trading guaranteed streaming money for fashion uncertainty, admitting his insecurities while claiming he's weaponizing them. He's got future in his corner, but no product in stores. The hate wall isn't just motivation, it's evidence. Receipts that he's attempting something people said he couldn't do. And whether Vivette becomes a legitimate fashion brand or a cautionary tale about influencers overextending themselves, Kai's already accomplished something most streamers never do. He made us actually care what happens next. Which, let's be honest, is the real art form here. Okay, creators, that is your 15 Minutes of Fame podcast. If you like what we do here, show us some love with 5 stars and a follow. Now, go be the main character.
15 minutes of fame! 15 minutes of fame!
Grep News. Tamez.